Peace reflection. Welcome back. All right. Before I get started on, the topic for today, I really want to share something with you that the Honorable Chief Nature Boy had shared with me, my reflections yesterday. Because right now I'm in that state of mind, and I don't want to stay in that state of mind of gratitude and of doing everything with purpose. And we take for granted the life that we're living. We take for granted the air that we're breathing. We take for granted just everything that's in front of us. Like, we think that when we go to sleep at night, that we're going to get up. And if you are one of those people that think that when you go to sleep that you're going to wake up, then you're already dead. That was something he quoted. And I totally believe that, because every moment counts. Right now counts. Not tomorrow, not even what happened yesterday. Right now is what you have control over. Right now is all that it is. And when we go to sleep at night, you're dying. That's another death. You just think because you keep waking up that you have another day, but you don't. You don't have another day. All you have is right now. And what are you going to do about right now? Who are you going to be right now? What needs to be done that has not been done? And are you living your life on purpose? Or are you just living your life day by day, living a mundane life? But I'm here to tell you, what you do in this moment right now means everything, because that's all that it is. And the more that we keep our mind and our thought frequency on that, we will start moving diligently, and we will start taking our life more seriously. Because there was a point in my life I didn't take it seriously. I was just like, well, I'm just going to just flow, because that's how my energy is. My astrological program is nothing but fire and air. So all I do is want to just flow and just move and just wing it. But I realized that it's bigger than that. Everything that I do has a cause and effect. That is law. So if you're just sitting around and you see the destruction of your environment, because that destruction you see in your environment is the destruction you see within yourself, then you just waste it right now. Because time is an illusion. Because whatever you were dealing with yesterday, that don't even matter. You probably forgot. And whatever you thinking about that is going to happen in the future, that doesn't even matter, because it has not happened yet. But what you do right now says everything. Everything. It dictates the future, actually. Every little step, every conversation, every thought you have, the universe is picking up. You're putting that signal out. And see, you have been programmed to believe that you are insignificant and that they are doing something. But the only thing that is in existence, the only person that's in existence is you. You are more important than you know. But what has happened, we have got in this program in Babylon that we are systematic, and everything is systematic. In nature, it's a system. In Babylon, it's a system. But we have got programmed to believe the system in Babylon is what we're supposed to be doing. And what they do, they have you docile. They have you living in your alter ego. And thinking that, what you should be doing is chasing money, and that what you should be doing is going against your very nature, going against God. Because what Babylon is the kingdom of hell. That's what Babylon is. It's a kingdom of hell. And what nature is, it's the kingdom of heaven. So which realm, which system are you going to follow? Which system are you in? And you know which system you are in by the life that you are living. Are you fully happy? Are you fully satisfied with your life? Are you fully satisfied with yourself? The people around you, do they uplift you? Do they bring you to a higher frequency, or do they bring you to a low frequency? It's just that simple. It's either A or B. It's not that difficult. You know where your life is headed in the direction that you're going by the environment that you were in. You see? And today I wanted to talk about my pregnancy update, because the Honorable Chief Nature Boy has taught me about performing under pressure. And since being pregnant, I have truly understand what he means by performing under pressures. And welcome everybody to the room, but pay attention, sit back, put reflection on your name if you don't have it, and if you don't, be quiet, okay? But in everything that I've said, the reason why there's no change, and the reason why maybe what I said to some of my reflections that's uncomfortable, is because it will require you to change. When you hear the right thing, when you hear righteousness speak, it convicts you. But because of the pressures and because of the change and the adjustments that you have to go through to get to your higher self, you would rather not. You would rather be comfortable in what it is that you're doing. So with my pregnancy, it has really showed me myself. It has showed me me being weak, and has showed me being strong. And the number one thing that I've been experiencing since the pregnancy is pressure. It's like a lot of pressure. This being inside of me has taken over my body. And it's reaching me to my limits every day. I noticed that. Like, some days are good, and some days it's like, okay, you're at your limit. What you gonna do? And the number one thing that my body is allowing me to experience is a lot of pressure in my stomach, a lot of pressure all over through my body. But I've learned through my higher self, that is one of the things in this realm that I have to overcome, is performing under pressure. And who am I going to be when pressure hits? Because it's very easy to perform great when everything's going your way, when everything's going as planned. But what are you going to do when they don't? Oh, is it pausing? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Thank you, Reflection Ira, for letting me know that it is pausing. Press 1 to let me know you can hear me, because I don't have anything on the screen that's showing me that it's pausing. Oh, it is? Let me know when it's clear. I'll keep talking. But press 1 if it's coming in clear. I'm in the jungle. The connection is what it is. It's back now. I'm thankful. Thank you for that. And let me know when it's pausing again, okay? Don't let me just be sitting here talking, but I will sit here and talk. Okay? So, I lost my train of thought, but I know it's about pressure. But at this time, you keep going and you keep moving. So, I'll just keep talking because I forgot what I was saying. That's part of pregnancy. You be your mind goes all over the place, pregnancy brain, but it's okay. So, the number one thing that I have experienced in this pregnancy is a lot of pressure. But I am so thankful for the Honorable Chief Nature Boy for pushing me to my limit. Because, I've been with my soul family for going on 2 years. And we've experienced so many things. You've been following our journey, and it's and we've experienced so much pressure. I was in jail at one point, and then I went back to Babylon a couple of times, and it's just and then just with him being the chief, you can't just be in this environment and think that it's just going to just be lackadaisical. No, he's constantly pushing us forward because he sees the best in us. And so because of that, because of the actions that he's taken for himself, and because of the love he has for his reflections, he has prepared me for this pregnancy. Because I honestly believe if I was in Babylon, because I've always wanted to have a natural birth. I've always was against the system, but my mind, my mentality, I don't think it would have allowed me to get this far, because I am healthy. I have no issues. You know what I mean? And the lifestyle that I'm living is allowing me to have the pregnancy that I have. But the number one thing that I've experienced through this pregnancy is a lot of pressure, right? And I know my body is just preparing me for what is soon to come when the baby is ready to come through me. It's going to be a lot of pressure. And at one point, I was nervous about that. At one point, I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And thoughts start coming to me, and that's the reason. And my subconscious was playing out to me, and people were saying things, about my experience. They're saying I looked unhealthy and all these types of things. But that was just my own thought frequencies playing out on me because of my fears. But now I realize, you know what? Forget all of that. I'm going to perform under pressure. I'm 7 months. It's October, and I'm going to say I'm 7 months. I'm not keeping up with the weeks because I don't go to the doctor or anything. So I just know the last period was at a certain time, so we'll say 7 months. So this baby in this pregnancy has made me such a better person. You can ask questions after I'm done talking and still unfinished. You don't have reflection on your name, so I ain't talking to you anyways. Put reflection on your name so I know we're on the same frequency. It has made me stronger. It has really made me stronger. And it also has shown me where I'm weak. You know what I mean? And through life, you're going to go through experiences that's going to allow you to see that if you don't resist it. You know what I mean? If you don't resist. And what this pregnancy has done for me is that you can't resist because it's happening. Life is happening. Whether you want it to happen or not, life is happening. The sun is coming up and the sun is going down. It is happening. And that's what's happening with my body. It's that this baby is here. It's coming. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to perform under pressure? Or are you going to buckle down and let it defeat you? You know what I mean? That is the question that I ask myself every day. And I ask my reflections every day. Whatever you're going through, are you going to allow, or are you going to resist? Because the last thing that I need to do right now is resist anything. And just allow, and just let things flow, and know everything is going to be okay. And what happens in life is that when pressure hits us, it shows us, what we're truly made of. Are you a diamond, or are you a piece of coal when pressure hits? You know what I mean? Are you going to be a diamond and shine when pressure hits you? Or are you going to be a piece of coal? And the reason why that happens is because you don't know who you are. And the more you come into the knowledge of self, the more you start working on yourself. That's when you can determine whether you're going to be a diamond or if you're going to be a piece of coal. Because we are constantly in a battle. We are constantly in a war of self. And that war is within our minds. Nothing is not happening to you that you do not allow with the thoughts you put to it and with the attention you put to it. And the more that you know who you are, and you stand in that, and the more that you choose to do the right thing, and also do the real thing, and know the difference, the more you can come into who you are. And a lot of people don't want to do that because why? Because of the pressure that will be placed upon you. and being afraid to be isolated. Because when you start changing and when you start becoming more of who you are, the people around you is going to change, and you want them to change, because those are the people that were around you at the frequency that you were on. But now you at a higher frequency, they're probably not going to come with you. They're probably, like, with the frequency you're on the green frequency, they're on the blue frequency, and now you're looking for green. But what happens is that we want to try to hold on to blue. You know, when now you need to vibrate to green, and in green you'll get more understanding, and you will be around people that are moving in the same direction that you're in. But we want to hold on to the past. We want to hold on to what's not serving us because it's comfortable, and we don't want to have to deal with what we have to deal with, you know? And for me in this pregnancy, that's what I've embraced. Like, I'm embracing change. I'm embracing allowance. I'm no longer resisting. And when I find myself resisting, I feel that in my body, you know, and when I bring on the pressure. Like, come on, bring pressure, come to me. You know what I mean? I like things to be easy, but I also like pressure because I like to prove everybody wrong that thinks I'm one way. But when that pressure comes, I really show you what I'm made of, and that's what you want. Like, everybody like you when things are easy peasy, but when pressure comes, that's when you know who your real friends are, and that's what you know who you are. When pressure hits, you know. But other than that, like, the things that I do to keep, you know, my mind right, because all is mental. You know, keep my mind right. You know, I be around, you know, beautiful people, my reflections. You know, I'm in an environment that is secure and controlled. I'm in nature. You know, I sleep on the earth. I'm constantly being grounded. You know, I'm constantly, and I sleep in a tent. The baby will be sleeping in a tent with me. You know, I eat the B6 diet. You know, I'm continuing healing myself every day with divine knowledge of self that the Honorable, you know, Chief Nature Boy teaches us. You know, I'm constantly getting fed. I'm constantly being reminded, because a lot of times we fall asleep because we're not living it, and we're not teaching it, we're not speaking it, and we're not around people. So that's why it's easy to fall asleep. When I was in Babylon, I fell asleep a lot because I wasn't in the right environment, and then I wasn't taking the right actions and steps, and I wasn't consistent enough. But now I'm in an environment that allows me to do that. You know, and then I love listening to music. Like, I have a little speaker here that I like to listen to music. I like to listen to all types of music, you know, just keep my energy up and high and keep my mind focused. Somebody asked me a question. I'll answer your question, reflection, Messiah. She said, what is your astrological sign, reflection? I'm a Sagittarius with a Leo moon. Yes, and I do have a masculine energy. You can feel that. But what I've learned with my masculine energy is how to convert it. Like, you know, convert it into my message, convert it into my purpose as far as like speaking and teaching. I'm very assertive, but I'm also learning that, you know, there's a time and place for my masculine energy. I'm learning everything about me, whether it's flaws or not. There is a time for it. You know, we're perfect, but we're not flawless. But at the same time, those flaws can be your greatest gift. Your debilitations is your greatest power. But just like anything, you got to know how to use it and utilize it. You see what I'm saying? Like, my assertiveness and my masculine energy, you know, it's not necessary when I'm with the masculine reflection of myself. That's when I can be more feminine and soft, you know. But then if I'm amongst other feminine energy, maybe I'm the alpha female, or if I'm doing, you know, the work, or if I'm fighting demons, that assertive and that masculine energy is well needed. You know what I mean? I ain't no punk. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm just learning things about myself and loving myself. And that's what my pregnancy has shown me. Because I guess y'all thought I was gonna come on here and being like, me and the baby. No, I'm using this experience to allow me and allot me to come my greatest self. Being a mother is a woman's greatest, one of her greatest purposes But because of the divine knowledge of self, and because I know what this is, and because I keep a healthy perspective that know that this baby is just me, I'm allowing this part of myself to manifest, because the baby is my future self. The baby is going to allow me to do what I was not able to do in my present self and in my past self, because my parents was my past self, and they did the best that they could. I did the best that I could with that. And then in my present self, I had to bump my head a little bit, but at least I got on the righteous path, and I stayed on the righteous path. But now with the baby, because I'm on the righteous path and I choose to do the right thing, now I can truly become who I truly am. And I'm going to allow the baby to be that without tainting it with Babylon and, and filling up with divine knowledge of self, and allowing it to truly be who it was destined to be, and fill its cup up with knowledge that is true, that is right. You know what I mean? I do believe I'm in the kingdom of heaven. And now I can give myself that. And I've duplicated myself, with the child. And so with being pregnant, I have become more confident in myself. I've become more kind to myself, and just more powerful. I feel more powerful as a woman. That I'll be able to have this experience. This is what my body is made for. That's why I have breasts. That's why I have a vagina. Oh, it's paused again? Okay. Let me know when it's not paused again. I wish my cell phone would let me know when it's paused. Usually, it'll let me know if the connection is bad, because I can see the number of people coming in and out. So that's probably when y'all not able to hear me. But let me know when the connection is, better again, because I don't want to keep talking, Reflection hour. Let me know. Press 1 when the connection gets good again. I see the numbers are increasing. Yeah. It is what it is, when you are in the right environment, technology isn't at its best, unfortunately. But we do the best that we can. We back? Okay. Yeah, it's like when my numbers go down with views, I should know that the connection is bad. But yeah, so far, that's the pregnancy update for me. Like I said before in other lives, I don't go to the doctor. I don't believe in that. I believe that my body knows exactly what to do. I'm in the right environment. I'm eating the right foods, and I'm filling myself with divine knowledge of self, and everything is mental. So as long as my mind is right, my body will be right, because your body is the mind, So, and what else could I tell y'all? Because I just live day to day. I don't even consume myself with the pregnancy. In Babylon, they have the women going to the doctor every day, every month, and scrutinizing her and poking and prodding her with needles and scaring her and making her believe that who she is, she's not good enough, or she's not willing or able enough to do what her body was made to do. As I was saying, I said I have breasts, I have a vagina. This is what my body is supposed to do, is to have children. And so in Babylon, they want to place, fear in you, but not a good fear. See, I have the fear of the Lord, in me. And that's the reason why I took the steps that I've taken to leave Babylon and to come to nature to do what I was destined and my purpose was to do. I knew in Babylon that if I would have the child there, I already knew that it was going to be in a system that was not conducive and that was going to program it. And I knew that, I was going to be in an environment that was going to make me believe I needed to pump the baby with drugs, and that then I had to still go to work and separate from the baby. That's what they want to do. They want to separate you from the child, and so I knew that the way Babylon is set up, they have it set up to where you can't stay. I'm thankful. Thank you for letting me know the connection is good. They have you believe that they set you up to where you need to go to work so that you can provide for the baby, but the baby just needs you. The baby don't need money. The baby don't need all that fancy stuff and toys and shit. The baby needs the mother. The baby needs your breast. The baby needs your love. The baby needs that connection. That's all the baby needs from the mother. And you allow the man, if you're with the right man, to handle everything else. But if you're with the right man, he will have you in nature with him. He will have his own way of life and being, and will provide for you whatever you need. You don't need Babylon or the European to provide for you. You know what I mean? And so I just knew that I didn't want to put myself or the baby, or the baby in this situation, because I knew one day I would have a child, but I was just like, I don't want to have a child here. I didn't know why I didn't want to have a child in Babylon. I was like, this doesn't seem right, and I feel like I won't be able to be the mother that I'm supposed to be for the child. You know what I mean? I just feel like it would have been bad, you know. And so now I'm in an environment that I can fully be myself. And the child can fully be itself in a safe environment, you know, to where we don't have to worry about somebody trying to separate us, or, you know, or put the child in a system that's not conducive. You know, I put the child in the system of nature because, you know, nature is mathematical, and it's a system. It's a well-placed system that everything relies on each other. But in Babylon, it's about take. You know, so I'm just so thankful, you know, for the life that I'm living. And I want to show you that it could be done. You know, I mean, don't let anyone tell you, if you're pregnant right now, don't let anyone tell you that, you know, where you are, that's where you should be. You know, do the best that you can. If you are pregnant, I suggest you start sleeping outside. But see, if you're in Babylon, it's probably, it's October, so it's probably starting to get chilly. You see what I'm saying? But if you were in the right environment, the tropical environment between the tropic of Capricorn and Cancer, you'll be able to sleep outside, because your body needs that grounding. Your body needs that connection to the earth. You see what I'm saying? It needs that for healing, because your body is constantly going through a lot of changes being pregnant, you know. And like for me, I have not had morning sickness. I have not had any of those things that they say a pregnant woman is supposed to have. Like, I haven't had any of that. You know what I mean? And I don't go to the doctor. You know, I don't do any of that. But what I do, I'm connected to the earth. I'm connected to life. Because in Babylon, it's not life, it's death. You know, so I have everything that I need, you know, and you need to be on the B6 diet. Because you literally have a cell in your body. This is a cell, and you are a cell. And there is a cell in your body. So you need the B6 diet. Is wonderful for cell regeneration. You see what I'm saying? You know, and cleansing of the body and the DNA. And so you have life in you. So the B6 diet is specifically made for that. You understand? You know, and then, like, what else? And then I wear, like, nice clothing. Like, you know, I have this wrap. I don't have a bra on, so my breasts are able to grow and get ready, because in Babylon they make us wear bras, and our breasts weren't made to be in bras. And if I wasn't on camera, I'll actually have my breast out, because they're solar panels. It needs the sun. It needs that energy, that connection. You know, and I'm close to the tower, which is the sun. And so my antennas need to be open. My chakras need to be open. You see what I'm saying? And then my hair, I have everything. I'm just open and connected. Because that's what the universe wants to do. The universe wants to connect with itself. So I'm in an environment that will allow me to connect to myself at the highest form. So that's why my pregnancy is going well. That's why I'm so confident in what I'm doing. That's why I don't need Babylon and their doctrines, because I know what I'm doing is the best for my pregnancy. You understand? Okay, and what else? Like, what else can I tell y'all about, you know, the pregnancy? And I'm making sure I'm resting, making sure I'm taking care of myself. I rest. You know, I have fun. We always are having fun. We go to waterfalls. Like, I'm always just constantly moving, and we do yoga. And I do a little bit of exercise. The only exercise that I do is I do some walking. But I just, you know, my body, I don't have to do so much with my body, because my body will tell me when I need to eat more. I've noticed, like, because I'm in my third trimester, that I'm eating a lot more. And my first and second, I wasn't really eating that much because my body didn't want that, and my body wouldn't allow me to, but I have, like, no morning sickness. Like, I have, most pregnant women get, like, acne. I don't have none of that. When I was in Babylon, I always struggled with acne. I don't have no acne. I don't have any of that. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, the only thing I experience is just a lot of pressure, like, in my stomach and in my pelvic area. But that's just my body getting me prepared for what's to come. But then also what it's allowing me to do is face life, because there's always going to be pressure in life, and I welcome it. You know what I mean? And so I'm welcoming this baby to come, even with the pressure and the uncertainty of everything. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to, like, bring it on. I'm excited, to bring life through this reality, that we're in, this realm that we're in. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really going to show me what I'm made of. That's what motherhood does. Like, when you just not, just being yourself and don't have no children, like, you just chilling. But motherhood really shows you what you were made of. And the child hasn't even got here yet, and I already see, what I'm made of. I'm so, like, excited. And, like, as far as, like, preparation for the child, I will use cloth diapers. The baby's not going to be wearing a lot of clothes. Like, I have a couple of onesies that I'll want it to sleep in at night, because sometimes it does get chilly in the jungle. So I'll have a little onesies, and and I have like a couple of outfits, like, say we have to go out. But other than that, the baby's going to have its little frocks that I'm going to make. I want to make the baby its own clothes. Like, it's going to have its little wraps, because we believe we're having a boy. Me and Master Teacher Neuro, we think it's a boy. So I'm going to make little wraps for him. But as far as, like, clothing is concerned, I'm not buying on that stuff, because, like, in Babylon, like, the women, they had like 3 and 4 baby showers at their job, at their mama's house, at their best friend's house, and at their sister house. Like, they have all these baby showers, and it's like they got all this stuff. It's like so much stuff. So then when the baby outgrows it in 2 weeks, then they got a garbage bag full of stuff that they can't use because the baby outgrown it. You see what I'm saying? And all these toys and things and gadgets and stuff. And you see, as you get older, you feel like you need to have all those gadgets and shit. You know what I mean? Because you've been programmed. Even as a little baby, they give the babies, like, all kind of, like, just stuff it doesn't need. The baby don't know. The baby has imagination. And so I'm not going to be having, like, all that stuff, for the baby. And then we have, like, the animals here. Like, the baby will be going to be more excited about being outside, and we got, like, the chickens, and we have, like, just all kinds of turkeys, monkeys. So I want the baby to be excited to be outside, and we're going to be teaching the baby, divine knowledge itself. Ain't going to be that shit they teach you in Babylon. I want because the baby already going to come out knowing. I just got to make sure I'm the baby's guide to keep it on its path. You know what I mean? And as long as I stay in tune, the baby's going to stay in tune, because the baby's connected to me. But once I get out of tune, the baby's going to get out of tune. It's just that simple, So yeah. So that's pretty much, where I'm at right now. But like I said, I'm 7 months. And, like, I do feel like, they call it nesting. I do feel like nesting. Like, I want to, like, start getting some things, for the baby. Like I said, like a couple of blankets. That's it. As the baby, can y'all see me? As the baby gets older, then I'll grow with the baby and see what it needs. But as far as, like, getting all kind of stuff, it's not necessary. All the baby needs is you and the father. Let's see. Looks like it's getting dark. Like, I don't know if y'all can see me. But if y'all have any questions, or if you want to come on and build, now is the time. Let me see. I'm gonna look and see what y'all been saying. Okay, let's block this person out. They wasn't talking about nothing. Yeah, sorry if the connection was bad. My phone was not letting me know when the connection was bad. So I'm talking. Only way I knew that the connection was bad was when y'all told me. Okay. I don't know that type of question that is. Let's see. Great comments. Someone asked a Capricorn, totally, you need to put reflection on your name, but you did ask a good question. But she asked, do you experience pregnancy moodiness? What are your thoughts on pregnancy feelings? The only time I experience the pregnancy moodiness, is because I'm out of tune. It's because maybe I didn't get rest, or maybe I'm holding on to low vibrational thoughts. But other than that, as long as I'm resting and eating, like, I don't have the moodiness at all. Like, as long as I'm like a little baby. You know how little babies, like, if they don't get a nap in, they're really moody, or if they don't get enough to eat, they cry and stuff. That's what I've come to. So if I'm feeling a certain way, it's because, one, I'm probably sleepy, or two, I'm hungry. Like, it's really just that simple for me. So if anybody would like to build, come on the live. We could chat and talk. If you have any questions, ask now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, Capricorn, totally. I want to have a Sagittarius. I just do. But the baby could come at any time. I feel like between November and January, baby could come at any time. But I really want a Sagittarius baby, because I'm a Sagittarius. We have not come up with the name yet. I'm going to allow the baby to come and then feel its energy and see if the family wants to name it as a collective whole. We named the baby since it's our baby, because I'm not the baby's only mother. The baby's going to have any woman that is here, divine feminine energy that is here. She's going to be the child's mother, and any of the divine masculine energy is here. It's going to be the child's father. That is the beauty of being in a tribe, is that you don't have to do it by yourself. Okay, because I don't want to. I never did. I never wanted to be a mother by myself. I never understood the whole monogamy thing, to where this man is relying on me for everything. The child is relying on me for everything. That's before I knew what I know now. I just knew that it seemed like a lot. And even though my Babylon grandmother and mothers, they did it. That's why they pushed us to not be like them and go to school and get a degree and get a job and be independent, because that shit was probably hard and stressful on them. I mean, they did it like a beast, but they did not encourage us to do it. If you notice about your Babylon mother and grandmothers, they don't push you to be a housewife and be a mother. They push you to go out and get a good job and don't depend on anyone. Because that's what they said to me. They told me, don't do what I did, do something different. Somebody said, who's going to help birth the baby? Well, I'm going to birth the baby, because that's what I'm supposed to do. And Master Teacher Neuro, he will be there for support. And, whoever in the family, wants to help. We're still up in the air about whether or not we're going to get a midwife or not. Only way I would really want a midwife, I would like to get to know them and feel their energy, because, we are in a non-English speaking country, so it'd be kind of hard, to have somebody there and they don't speak English or whatever. But if the energy is right, I don't mind having a midwife, because when I was in Babylon, that's what I was going to do. But I honestly think that we could have the baby on our own. We're having a lotus birth. It's really not that complicated, to give birth to a baby. Animals do it every day, so yeah, and people always are focused, but what about the complications? Is that how you live your life? You live your life always focused on the complications of things? Just go with it. Just trust and know that everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen, and just prepare for whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever happens, it was supposed to happen that way. But we do control what may occur based on what we're focused on. And I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on bringing in a beautiful baby. I'm focused on allowing. I'm focused on trusting myself and trusting the baby that we know what to do. I ain't worried about nothing around me. I'm just only focused on me and the baby. And that's another thing. Like right now, that's where I'm at. I'm focused on me and the baby. I'm making sure me and the baby are good. I'm making sure me and the baby get rest. Me and the baby eat. Me and the baby got a healthy mindset. I ain't worried about what nobody else doing. I'm staying in my lane, minding my business. Because me and the baby, we got to be connected. Because when that time comes, I got to really start trusting and feeling my body, because the baby when that baby comes, it's going to be a lot of pressure. So I got to know when to push and got to know when to hold on. But that's a trust factor. And that's something that I have to start doing now with my body.
Combination 4 lane.
Okay. Well, I'm about to go. I might come on later because we got to fall in. But I love myself. This was a great live. Continue to watch. If you have any questions, just DM me and I will answer if they're appropriate. Okay? I love myself.